Well, by now you know Uvalde School District Police Chief Pete Arredondo failed students and parents during last month's shooting at Robb Elementary School. He is allegedly responsible for telling police to wait 70-plus minutes outside the classroom door while the gunman killed little kids. Finally, in just the past couple of hours, he has been suspended from his job as chief. One could ask why it has taken so long. That's one of the questions out there, but there's also a big question. Why are local officials still covering up for him, including the local prosecutor there? She says it could be next year before she releases anything. We're talking about body cam tapes, dispatch tapes, the crime scene photos, more details about exactly who knew what when, surveillance cameras inside the school, everything. And she appears in no hurry to get it done. The local state senator there just sued the Texas Department of Public Safety for its records. He says they are stonewalling. Arthur Aidala is here, famed criminal defense attorney, with us now. Arthur, I don't get it. The suspect's dead. Everyone wants to know how and why their children died, how and why those decisions that appear to be really terrible decisions were made. How can they keep this stuff secret?
Well, Leland, I'm not supposed to just agree with you 100%, but I agree with you. I don't know why. In other words, if this was some grand conspiracy, if you're going to take the side of law enforcement, you would say, listen, we don't want to show our hand right now. We don't want to show what cards we have until we figure out either who did it or how many other people are involved. But here it seems very clearly that this was the act of one maniac who's dead, and millions of hearts have been broken. So I don't understand what they're hiding. I don't understand what they're covering up. Why would they not release this under these circumstances? Again, the kind of cases I work on sometimes in New York in federal court, whether it's a drug conspiracy case, an organized crime case, you can understand why they don't want to release these things, but not here. And the fact that they're getting stonewalled, the politicians are getting stonewalled, basically trying to invoke a Freedom of Information Act, just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And I don't know why it took them so long to suspend that chief of police when he
it's really confounding, because you've got the mayor of Uvalde, Don McLaughlin. He's been on the show before, has not been willing to come on since this happened, but he's now saying the Texas Department of Public Safety isn't telling the truth about Pete Arredondo. Here is the mayor himself talking about the transparency issues.
The DPS's story's changed 4 times in 4 days. You think I have any confidence there that we're going to get a true story? I don't. That's why I invited the Justice Department here, with state officials and federal officials asking me not to, because I want the truth, and these families deserve the truth, and we need to be transparent on what happened that day.
He says we want to be transparent, and then the district attorney says, oh, no, it's going to be weeks or months, perhaps years, until we get all the footage. The Texas Department of Public Safety isn't releasing the records. What has to happen for us to get the truth?
Why is their district attorney even involved? I mean, let's face it, Leland, it doesn't seem like there are any other suspects. It doesn't seem like there are any other criminals. I mean, unless they're considering filing charges against any of the police officers for not acting, which would really be out of the realm of normalcy. But this whole horrible situation is out of the realm of normalcy. But I don't even know why there's a DA involved, except if they really think that there were some other people who helped this villain commit these acts. But typically, when a suspect is dead and confirmed dead, the DA's office doesn't really play a large role any further. So this whole thing smells, and you got to give the mayor credit. Usually local officials are not calling in state officials and federal officials to come investigate them. You know, they try to keep them out of their backyard. Here, he's inviting them into his backyard because, as he said, he wants everyone to know the truth. And something is very weird here, that all these documents are being held back. It's just not right.
You think about this, that the deputy at Parkland, where it took 58 minutes for police to go in, he was charged with child neglect for not running to the sound of gunfire as he was charged for inaction. Does the chief have some real criminal culpability, or at least civil culpability here?
Well, civil culpability that's a whole different ballgame because the standard of proof is much lower, and the deep pockets there are the municipality itself, so people can get money. Criminally, look, it's not typical for someone to be charged. The negligence has to rise to such a level that it becomes criminal. But if you read the reports that came out in the last couple of hours, 24, 48 hours, it seems like the negligence may have been so high. So maybe I'm answering my own question. Maybe that's why the DA's office is still involved. They may be thinking about charging certain officers, their supervising officers, who did not give the command to go into an unlocked door.
Yeah, no, the head of the Texas Department of Public Safety called it an abject failure. So mince the words however you want, but you make a great point in terms of that may be why the DA is in charge. Hey, Arthur, it's always good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate being here.
No, we always appreciate the time. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.